All right, so this is for U.S. history. We're going to talk about John Brown's raid and Nat Turner's revolt, um, which are leading up to the Civil War. The first one we're going to talk about is Nat Turner's revolt. I will read it to you, and then you can answer the questions. Okay. So, as many abolitionists wanted to help enslaved African Americans in peaceful ways, others chose to use violence to try to stop slavery. In 1831, an enslaved African American named Nat Turner led a revolt against plantation owners in Southampton County, Virginia. He and a few other men traveled with their weapons from one plantation to another, freeing any enslaved African Americans they found. By the time Nat Turner and his men were stopped, about 60 people had been killed. This wood engraving, there's a picture here on the paper, was created by William Henry Shelton as one artist's idea of the moment when Nat Turner was captured. Nat Turner's actions led to an increase of fear and anger across the South. Many slave owners began to enforce harsher rules and punishments against enslaved African Americans. The revolt also contributed to the growing division between northern and southern states. So the division is going to be one of the main causes of the Civil War. The other one we're going to talk about really quick is John Brown's raid. John Brown was a 19th century abolitionist in the United States. In October 1859, Brown led a raid on the United States Armory or Arsenal at Harper's Ferry, Virginia, now West Virginia. The Armory was a place where weapons were stored. Brown was trying to start a slave rebellion. He wanted to arm his men and any enslaved African Americans who would join him with weapons taken from the Armory. Though Brown successfully raided the Armory at Harper's Ferry, he was quickly captured and hanged. It also says on this day of his life, John Brown wrote his last prophecy or prediction. It said, I, John Brown, am now quite certain that the crimes of this guilty land will never be purged away, but with blood. I had, as I now think, vanity flattered myself that without much bloodshed it might be done. Okay, so that's Nat Turner's revolt and John Brown's raid, both abolitionists that were trying to get rid of slavery violently. Most abolitionists were peaceful. However, there were a few that tried to use violence to get their ways. Okay, remember, fill out the Google form for attendance. Also, remember that the way you do these assignments is with a text box. You insert a text box and then type in the text box. Please hand these in on course. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow.